This is the first playoff meeting between Indiana and Connecticut. They split the season series this season 2-2, with each team winning once on the opponent's home floor. The Sun franchise, which dates back to their time in Orlando, leads the all-time series 12-8. Our officials tonight are Daryl Humphrey, June Courteau, and Tina Napier. Indiana 15-3 on the home floor this season. And Connecticut, best in the league on the road at 13-5. Should be a good one. Indiana in the home white, and Connecticut controlling the tap in their road dark navy blue with red, gold, and orange, and we're underway.
One of the key matchups to watch for early on will be whether Bevilacqua can keep Lindsay Whalen, the point guard for Connecticut, out of the middle of the floor.
McWilliams-Franklin gets a step on the baseline and is going to shoot free throws 15 seconds in.
Taj McWilliams-Franklin, one of the 4 players who averages in double figures, does a nice job taking Jurgita Stramikita on the baseline. Strong to the basket. Gets to the free throw line.
Taj McWilliams-Franklin, along with Nikisha Sales, has been with this franchise since its inception in 1999. She drills a couple of free throws to get things started for the Sun.
Taj and Nikisha Sales have played in every playoff game in franchise history.
Here's Tully Bevilacqua setting up Tamika Catchings on the left wing. That's a great matchup between Catchings and Sales. Indiana nearly turns it over. Catchings will rescue, fire the 3 and hit it.
Great hustle play by Tamika, and right away Indiana goes to the pick and roll with Diedick, trying to pull her away from the basket. You got to make Diedick guard in a pick and roll situation and work her lateral foot speed.
It had been a rough season shooting the ball for Tamika Catchings, but she's been better here in the last few weeks. We get a look now at the near turnover for Indiana, almost essentially resulting in a transition basket.
And that's Tamika, just extra effort, staying with it, stepping up, sticking the 3. A lot of people have said Tamika hasn't shot the ball well. Well, really, she shot it about as well as she shot it last year, but the other parts of her game have elevated. She leads the team in assists. Well, she leads the team in steals. She led the league in that category.
Yeah, even though the shooting was down most of the season, it was still a great season. As you said, she got that final shooting number up to 38%, which is just slightly below what she's done in the past, as we see McWilliams-Franklin drill a jumper.
And right away, Taj McWilliams-Franklin scoring all of their points from the line and from a face-up jump shot. See, there's Natalie Williams setting another screen on the ball.
Kelly Schumacher came in at the last dead ball for Stramikita, who picked up 2 quick fouls, and Schumacher delivers immediately.
Well, that's going to be a key for Kelly Schumacher. She has to be productive offensively, and she's getting an early run here with the foul trouble by Jurgita.
Oh, McWilliams-Franklin might have it going today with that bounce. Beaver fans feel that it went over the top of the board and out of bounds, but...
Well, it hit the shot clock. That's what they're saying. The ball did hit the shot clock at the top.
6 points for McWilliams-Franklin. And Connecticut back in front. Down on the block, that's Natalie Williams going around her old teammate and underneath the basket. Bevilacqua back with it now on the perimeter in her first season with the Fever. She's been strong from the perimeter this season, but misses that 3. Katie Douglas, who grew up here in Indianapolis, played at Perry Meridian High School and then attended Purdue with the rebound. Sails way long on the 3, but it works out perfectly for Connecticut because there's Douglas to catch the lob pass essentially and lay it in and a chance at a 3-point play.
Well, Katie Douglas, as you mentioned, playing her college basketball at Purdue. Christy Curry, the current head coach for Purdue, is in the stands tonight to watch Katie. Katie didn't play for Christy. She played for Carolyn Peck at Purdue, but Katie was a 2-time Kodak All-American and a great player, and her numbers continue to get better in the WNBA. Career high assists this year.
She hits the free throw, completing the 3-point play. 5, Connecticut with the early advantage. Here's Catchings going right at Diedick and drawing contact and a trip to the line.
See, and Margot Diedick blocked 71 shots this year, the same amount that Lisa Leslie in Los Angeles blocked. But this is what you have to do. You have to take it at the shot blocker. Again, Natalie Williams trying to get Margot Diedick involved in the pick and roll, and Catchings comes off the screen, goes hard to the middle of the floor, and forces Diedick to guard her.
Foul is on Sales as Tamika Catchings goes to the line for Indiana, hitting the first of 2.
If we kept a stat on how many on-ball screens Natalie Williams sets, I bet the under-over number is going to be about 25 tonight.
Front of the iron, no. Tipped out to Schumacher. She gets another chance at it, can't go, but then Catchings, another offensive rebound, is headed back to the line.
I had a chance to talk to Mike Tebow, the head coach for Connecticut, before the basketball game about Tamika Catchings and trying to defend her, Kevin. He said, you know, we know she's going to get hers. We've had games where she's had 20 and 10, but we've won. There's nobody that plays as hard as Tamika, I don't think, in the WNBA, and he just knows that he's got to work as hard as he can to make her work on the offensive end.
The foul was on Katie Douglas, her first. Catchings gets the first of 2 here.
Tamika has gone to the free throw line more than any other player in the WNBA this season.
And she's 3 of 4 from the line here early on tonight. And Indiana's within 1.
And see, look at Tully Bevilacqua turning Whalen in the backcourt. That's twice she made her turn, 20 on the shot clock. Now Connecticut is initiating their offense.
Bevilacqua switching out on Sales there momentarily. Here's Douglas. Whalen on the right wing. Sales trying to drive. Cut off. Tough matchup for Schumacher. Shot clock down to 4. Long 3 for Whalen is good.
Oh, that is a great shot by Lindsay Whalen, who was 2 for 5 in the playoffs coming into the game tonight. When she starts hitting the 3 consistently in her game, there's no stopping her.
Connecticut by 4. Post feed for Catchings. Turn and face. Driving on Sales across the lane for a jumper from Williams that won't go. Another offensive rebound for Schumacher in the putback for the Fever.
But Kevin, that's all Catchings right there. The deflection to tap it to Schumacher, and every time Indiana can score, it allows Bevilacqua to get on Whalen tight in the backcourt. That's what you want to do. You've got to make Connecticut take it out of the net.
Dudek trying to drive it through the lane and dish off. Out of bounds to Connecticut. Still 17 to shoot.
I'll take 7-2, putting it on the floor from the top of the key if you're Brian Winters.
Whalen, now Sales with a good pump fake. 15-footer, missed it, but got hacked on the wrist by Schumacher on the follow-through.
See, and that's 4 team fouls already for Indiana, and Sales going to the free throw line. Right now, Indiana fouling the jump shooter too much.
Sales with a pair coming up here. She had a career-high 12 rebounds in their Game 2 first-round win over New York and 19 points in Game 1 of that series.
You know, that just says a lot about Nikisha, how she wasn't hitting from the outside. She was 1 for 8 in the game, but she continued to go to the glass and help her team find a way to beat Detroit.
Both free throws clean here for Sales. And Connecticut up by 4. Kelly Miller handling in the backcourt. Bevilacqua now driving. She'll pull up and miss the glasser. Rebound tapped and controlled by Dudek, but a dangerous outlet pass is taken away by Kelly Miller. Another opportunity for Indiana.
And that's just great team hustle. That play very characteristic of the way Indiana has played all season. Scrapping for a loose basketball to gain an extra possession.
It's been said that they force you into chaos with the way they play. Kelly Schumacher was 6 off the bench here early with the jump hook. Connecticut by 2. And Williams Franklin and Dudek way outside the arc. Sales with a 3.
Hey, Nikisha Sales, she's a shooter. I mean, you've got to put your hands up. You can't give her a clean look.
Whistle away from the ball. And I think there's a clock issue. The shot clock didn't start on the inbounds. They're due for an official's timeout at the next dead ball, but there shouldn't be one here because there should not have been a stoppage of play, but Brian Winters will go ahead and call the timeout here. So we'll go to our first break. We've played almost 5 minutes here in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Connecticut leading Indiana 17-12.